emotions into personal grooming. Who wouldn't want to showcase their best self during the day? Well, that's why we're here with another session which will help you in grooming yourself. A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the organizing committee, I warmly welcome you all to the Groom Yourself, the workshop on personal grooming. Presented to you by Stud Pro 5.0, organized by the IEEE Young Professionals Sri Lanka. Undoubtedly, this evening will be a great opportunity for you to groom your personality to make yourself ready to face your next interview in flying colors. I'm sure this will be an ideal platform for you to clear all your doubts about how to present yourself in the best way possible into the job area you're stepping into. And we hope that you will get the maximum benefit out of today. To take a nice onset to the session, I would like to invite the project lead of Stud Pro 5.0, Mr. Kavin Madhava, to welcome the gathering.
Yeah, thank you, Sayani. So, good evening, everyone. On behalf of the organizing committee, I warmly welcome you all to Stud Pro 5.0 Groom Yourself, a workshop on personal grooming, presented by IEEE Young Professionals Sri Lanka. I would like to extend a special welcome to our speaker today, Mr. Sampath Soisa, who will be sharing his expertise on personal grooming tips you need to before facing a job interview. Thank you, Mr. Sampath, for accepting our invitation and taking the time out of your busy schedule. Also, it's my great pleasure to welcome the chairman of IEEE Sri Lanka section, Professor Pradeep Abegunawardena, and all the executive committee members of the IEEE Sri Lanka section. Then I would like to welcome the IEEE Young Professional Sri Lanka chairman, Mr. Dhammika Marasinghe, Student Activities Committee chairman, Mr. Chamika Subusinghe, as well as the sectional student representative, Mr. Viduru Bandara. Last but not least, I warmly welcome all the attendees who are here with us today. Stud Pro 5.0 awaits to bring you a whole new variety of workshops and other valuable events to prepare to put your best foot forward in your future interviews, followed by a career fair to get you help interviewed by the industry giants. Before we get started, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to all of you who generously helped us to make this event a success. I hope that you all will be left with something of value after this event. I welcome you all once again for the session and hope that you will be all have a great time ahead. Thank you very much. Over to you, Simon.
Thank you, Mr. Kavin. A small reminder to all of you, a Slido link will be shared in the chat box. So if you have any questions for our speaker, please drop them there. Without further delay, let me introduce the guest speaker for this evening, Mr. Sampath Soisa, a senior executive in marketing and business promotions in Sri Lanka, Maldives, and Southeast Asia. He's not just a lecturer, but also a mentor and a facilitator on soft skills and leadership development. I'm sure he's going to give us lots of eye-opening advice in how to actually groom yourself as a person. Let's give it up to Mr. Sampath Soisa, the guest speaker for today's evening. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Sayuni. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are.
Right. Hi. Very good evening. It's a blessed Sunday. So I hope every one of you are safe, happy, and at home, preparing yourself for tomorrow for the busy week. Before I start, I need to thank the entire team of IEE for inviting me, especially Sahan and Devni for the coordination, and also once again we organizing programs like this for our next generation is something that you should do. So guys, hats off for everything that you have done. Yesterday also it was a very important session on mental health, if I'm not wrong. So you are doing a brilliant job. I hope and I pray with God's blessings you will continue these things for the next generation, and I'm sure everyone who are here will definitely benefit. Okay, right. So moving on, I do have only around 45 minutes to discuss on a very important topic, which I usually take 2 to 3 hours physically, but unfortunately, at least virtually, I do have a chance to share whatever I have learned throughout my career, and also through my mentors and the experience. I have failed in grooming a lot. I have learned what you see today, the presentations and the discussions that we are going to make, the information that you will hear. These are personal experience, through personal experience, and through a lot of research. So my advice for you, my dear students who have joined here, and anyone, any professional who are here, you definitely can take anything out of this. You can take everything out of this. Please keep researching, please keep studying. Any given time, if you need support, we are there for you. IEE will be there for you. So you're welcome to ask questions once the session is over. I will definitely give any answers. If I know the answers, I'll give my input, right? I do have a very small presentation. Let me share my screen and then we can continue. All right. Sani, I hope you can see my screen also. Yeah? Sani? Okay.
You can see the screen.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much. Thanks for the input. Yes, so today we are going to talk about a very, very important topic which can break or make your personality, your brand, your image, right? Grooming plays an absolutely important what do you call it's an absolutely important element in your life if you want to project yourself, starting from the place where you face an interview and until you finish your career somewhere, even for your promotions, even for international careers, right? Grooming plays a massive role. You need to understand the importance of this. I hope in future, even the younger ones, even from school days, you will start learning about grooming, and then you will develop, because this can make or break your image. So today I will be discussing about two things basically. First, I think I will have time. So if I have time, I'll definitely cover whatever is possible, and the most salient parts that will help you. So there are two things that I will discuss. First is dressing, right? Wardrobe practices, how to select a dress, the fundamentals behind that. Not everything, but at least let's try our level best. I'll try our level best to share 60 to 70%, because I told, as I mentioned, the time is a massive factor. And the second one is personal well-being, your hygiene practices, which comes, it plays a massive role in your grooming, right? So moving on, what is grooming? If you ask someone what is grooming, this is a very basic definition. The way you present yourself, right? Grooming is the way you present yourself to outside parties where you make impressions. Students, remember, we are in a world where people judge, right? You can't stop them. You can't switch on off, you can't make them, stop judging you. They will make impressions about you within 5 to 10 seconds time, and you will never ever receive, hardly you will receive a second chance to receive give a first good impression. So giving impressions are very important. Your grooming, the way you dress, the way you smell, the way you walk, talk, behave, everything matters to give a first impression. Here what will be discussed is all about the wardrobe practices and well-being. So you need to study about your behavior, your habits. That is, we don't have time to discuss these things also, but those things will definitely help your life, help your career. So remember, you'll never receive a second chance to give a positive first impression. So you need to make sure that your first impression is registered in a positive way in anyone that see you, right? This is one advice that I would love to give you with the experience that I have. So people notice many things whenever they see you. So these are few salient areas that people will notice. They will notice your clothes. Udaina palhad, they'll scan, right? When they see you, pata they start scanning. Can't help, you can't stop. So your clothing, your face, your hands, your shoes, especially gentlemen, your shoes, back of your shoes, especially your briefcase, your handbag, your watch, wristwatches, not clock watches, wristwatches, right? They will notice. So you need to make sure, fortunately or unfortunately, this you have to learn definitely. You have to make sure that you give your first impression and you have to be on top apart from your competition when you consider these areas. So today we'll be talking about the clothing and well-being also, right? Uh, so wardrobe practices. Uh, there are three things, consciously or unconsciously, knowing or unknowingly, that you will consider whenever you try uh, a dress, or else when you go out there and buy stuff, buy dresses, your clothes, you will consider three things, right? මට විදිහක් නැහැ to get answers, then I will run out of my time, but I'll imagine that you have your answers. So there are three things that you have to consider. One will definitely be the colors. So you will definitely go and check the colors which suits you, correct? So you will check the colors and you will imagine, you will think, okay, this color will match me, which glow my, your face or your looks, and will help you. So your colors, you will look into the colors. Second, you have to consider your body type. So sometimes the dummy it's very very pretty, it looks handsome, right? But that doesn't mean that once you buy that it will suit you. So you understand your body type and you have to dress according to your body type, not the dummy's body type. Okay. The third one is occasion. So you need to understand what to dress, when to dress, and how to dress. So what types of dresses, your clothing will suit a particular occasion, a conference, a wedding. I'm sure you will not wear something that you're wearing for a wedding or a jilimbilingal or whatever, the ladies, you wear a lot of things, jewelries and all. You will never wear these things for a conference, right? For your work. So you'll have to understand what to wear. Etanath, I will be discussing few very important things, especially for the younger ones, the schooling, and the ones who are expecting careers, who are even in the professions. It will definitely help you. So these three things I will be sharing my insights, right? So how do you select your colors? Now see, sometimes this had happened to me. Then I learned by mistakes, making mistakes. So sometimes when I used to wear clothes, some days people tend to come and they tell me, okay, you look handsome, the color suits you. The very same person, next day when I wear a different color, the fellows come, people judge, they come, they say, oh, you look very dull, do you have any issues, right? Are you sick? But I'm perfectly fine. That is because I never understood the color psychology. Which colors will match my skin, not the outer skin. Outer skin colors will change. Then mama eliyata gihilla wada karot, my outer color will change, right? So there are three undertones. So the tone inside your skin, right? There are three tones: warm tone, cool, and natural. There are three toners. So these are basic stuff. I'm not saying that this might be 100% accurate for you, but this works for me. So I'm sure 90%, 80% of you, if you learn this might work for you. So you need to match your clothes to your undertone. There are three undertones that we are looking at. One is warm. Second one is cool toners. There are warm toners, there are cool toners, there are natural toners. Natural toners are blessed. Any color will go with them, right? There are many ways, many techniques that you can use to understand your skin type, your undertone. But I will discuss one very easy step, easy technique that you can use. Test one, the only one that I'm going to discuss today. You need to check your veins. මේ පින්තූරේ පෙන්නලා තියෙනවා වගේ හොඳට නාපු දවසක, after having a wash, when everything is clean, check the area, examine the color of your veins on the underside of your wrist. Underside of your wrist. If you can't figure out the color, just ask your friend or someone at home, right? So if you see a blue, right, blue or a purplish, bluish, purplish, then we call you, then you can categorize yourself as a cool toner, cool undertoner. If it is greenish, then you are a warm toner. That means you are not hot tempered. Warm can hot tempered in a way. That is a different thing. So don't misunderstand. So warm toner if you have a greenish vein. If you can't figure out a color, if it's not sure it's green or blue or purplish, we call you as natural undertoners. So this is one way that you can look into your veins and understand your inner tone. So once you figure out that, this is the color cycle, a very basic one that you can consider. If you are a cool toner, the colors onto my left hand side will suit you the most. When you wear these things, people will come and say, wow, you look amazing, handsome, your tie, your shirt or your dress, right? So you will definitely get compliments. So warm toners, you can go get into the right hand side, right hand side of the wheel also. You can look into these colors. Try this out and see, this might definitely work for you. It worked for me also. So I'm a cool toner, that is why I'm wearing blue. Okay, so this is how you understand your colors. Next time when you go search, when you go hunting for clothes, especially our ladies, when you go out there for to buy your clothes, consider these things and then try to match your clothes. I'm not asking you, if you are a cool toner, don't only wear blue, right? Just mix and match these colors and try it out and see. It will definitely work. So the second one, I'm rushing because the time, almost 7. So the first one, yes, the color. Second most important part when you go figure out a clothing is your body shape and proportion. We do have, everyone is, created in a different way. So there are body shape karanna ba. So God has given you a body which suits you, right? So you have to maintain the body. You have to understand your body shape and your proportion also. We'll look into that now. First we will discuss about our amazing ladies. So there are basically 4 types. So we are shapes, we are looking at body shapes. You have apple, pear, rectangle and hourglass, right? There are measurements. Go search in the internet and see, there are like 4-5 measurements that you can take. Measurements you can figure out what is your body type. So according to your body type, your suits, definitely you have to match your clothing according to your body type. So as an example, if you are blessed with a bulky body, you can't wear baggy stuff because you'll be more bulkier. You have to try your level best to show your curves, right? So apple shaped people, you can wear this, hourglass, inverted triangle, pear shaped. There are 5 here: inverted triangle, pear shaped and rectangle. So first, understand your body type, body shape. There are measurements that you can take, and then once the measurements are done, you will understand what is the shape that I have. So shape Google you will figure out what types of dresses that you can go for ladies. So I have given some example. If you are looking at a apple body shape, apple, apple. You saw apple, right? These are the types of skirts that will go for you, right? So you know these types. If you look at pants, right, these things will go with you. If you are an apple body shaped person. Okay, so please next time try this out and see, it will definitely work out for you. So colors, we are done. We learned about I know about the shapes. There are many things that you can do. You have to figure out, there are measurements, you have to get the measurements and understand your body type, and then you will know what to buy, what are the things that will suit you. And proportion, right? There are 3 types of proportions. The people who have evenly proportionate. Again, you have the upper body and lower body are evenly proportionate. Any type of like dress or suits will match you. Short torso or long legs. Your upper body is short and the long, if you have a long legs, right? If you have long legs, as an example, since you are tall, your legs are tall, you need your level best to show that your legs are short. You can't wear things to make sure that it reflects that your legs are longer, right? So if you are wearing a denim, don't wear a high waist denim. If you have long legs and short torso, don't wear high waist denims. You can go for a low waist one. If you have short legs, long torso, then you can go for a high waist, because you have to show that you have long legs. You need to try your level best to show that I have long legs. So if you are wearing a denim, as an example, you can wear a high waist. Girls, you know what high waist denims. When you do that, your legs will become taller. I mean, we will see as tall legs. Will be very pretty on you. High waist කියන එක හැමෝටමත් හරියන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ නිසා. Okay? So this is one way, one example. So understand your body type and your what do you call whether you are evenly proportionate, or else you have a short torso, long legs, or long torso, short legs. All right, that is very important when you try suits. And then we will move on to shoes also. So we learned about the colors and we learned about the body type. Before we moving on to the third one, the occasions, I want to just show you about shoes. Even shoes, you have to match according to your dresses, right? But one thing, ladies, whoever who are here, you are very, very lucky, because you can play around with colors and play around with shoes and all. This is not like gentlemen, not like us. You can play around with colors, right? You can do a lot of things. So shoes, there are 4 types. I have numbered also. There are many others, but I have just categorized into 4. The next slide will show you a chart, how you will understand which shoe will go for which dress. So you have almond, you have pointed, round, and square. These are basic 4 types of shoes that you can go. As you see, these grids are available on internet. Just go search and see. So as an example, if you are going for a pointy toe, look at the pants that you have to wear. Look at the tights, right? Look at the skirts. So these will amplify your beauty, your leg shape, and it will make you more professional looking. Okay, so first understand your proportion, your body type, yes, the color and the body type. And then if you are wearing even shoes, there's a psychology or there's science behind that. Putta mevat hitala, just do your research next time when you are trying to wear something, right? Okay, so if you look at, if you ask me what are the things that that women should have as mandatory items in the wardrobe, I have 6 things. So these 6, I'm not asking you to spend a lot, but definitely if you are into a career, if you are working, I'm sure you can save something on your clothes, because your whatever you dress is absolutely important, unfortunately. So these things are very important. These should be there in your wardrobe. First, a classic white button down dress. You know button down, මෙතන buttons දෙකක් තියෙනවා. Button down කියලා කියන්නේ collar එක ඔන්න button එකට දාන්න පුළුවන්, right? A classic white button down shirt. You need to have that in your wardrobe. A t-shirt, not with slogans. මේ තියෙනවා වගේ a very very plain t-shirt. Cami. If you are wearing a cami, definitely you have to wear a cardigan or a blazer. Without that, I don't think any organization will allow you. Okay, so but you have to have a cami where you can interchange. You can change your blazers, your cardigans, and you can match your colors. Next is formal blouse. A beautiful, nicely neat, nicely done formal blouse. A black blazer is absolutely important, right? You need to stitch one, sizes nothing, you need to stitch one, and then the black pants. So these 6 items are very important to have on your wardrobe. Okay, right? So I have, okay, no questions. Yes, so not acceptable. If you ask me what are things are not acceptable in a professional setting, t-shirts, monkey wage t-shirts with slogan I love Sri Lanka. Yes, the match is happening today, Sri Lanka, but no, you can't wear that to office. Please don't do that. Now dress down, that is on Friday. It is not asking you to dress down, right? You have to wear a specific clothing. not now. If we are whatever the organizations that I work, we never allow the people to wear anything too casual on dress downstairs with slogans and all. Okay, that is how we learned. Tattered jeans you can't wear. Strapless stretchy tops you can't definitely wear. Exercise clothing in Sri Lanka not possible. I'm specifically talking about Sri Lankan culture, right? Sweatpants, bare midriff. You can see, gentlemen, this is bare midriff. If you don't know, so ladies, you know what is bare midriff. You can't do this. You can't show this. This is not a party. You are working in an organization, right? So these things are not acceptable, right? That is all about ladies. I'm very cautious about the time. That is all about the ladies. So we learned about three things. We do have to understand about men also. So gentlemen, you learned about ladies. So if you have sisters, if you have cousins, you can definitely advise on them. Ladies, you can now learn about men also. Then you can advise if you see any shortcoming of someone that you really love. If you want that person to show, be in the level best as a gentleman, right? Image wise, please advise them, right? So us, we have five. Okay, we have five types. So inverted triangle, bulky. You have palal bulky, and then you have, when you go down a triangle, so the people who go to gym and work out, they have this type of a body. Inverted triangle, a trapezoid, rectangle, you have triangle, you have oval. So this also, guys, you have measurements. If possible, I think if you know your body type, then no problem. So if you like, just go search. There are few measurements that you have to take. With that, you can understand what is your body type. So according to the body type, you have to match your clothing. Especially as an example, imagine you are going for a coat, right, suit. So if you are a person who has an inverted triangle, a bulky top, a bulky top area, if it's very bulky, wide shoulders, you usually don't puff in anything or paddings for your blazers, because it will look very ugly, right? So what you can do, you can go for a very slim, because already you have a nice body. You can go for a very slim blazer or a coat, and then your trousers goda slim karanne pa, because most of the time inverted triangle people, what we see is they have very tiny legs, chicken legs, unfortunately, right? So most of the time, so you have to make sure that you show that your legs have a lot of bulk. In order to do that, don't go for a linear or a slim andumakata slim trouser. You have to go for a bulky one. You have to show that your legs are also bulkier like your shoulders. As an example, oval person, you have to make sure that you show your shapes. So yes, whatever the dresses that you do, whatever the coats and all that you do, you have to get into a shape. Even the trousers, especially you have bulky, thick legs. Nisa, don't go for bulky trousers. You go for a slim trouser. Right? So it will be very beautiful when you do that. Okay, so these things, just understand, do your research, and then you will know more what to do and what not to do. So shirt, what we wear shirts. There are parts of shirts. There are six parts of shirts. You have to understand these parts. As an example, if you look at the collar, now in Sri Lanka we don't consider these things. Many of the other countries, even to select the collar, there's a mechanism. There's a science behind that. Collar ko select kargane according to your face shape. Okay, there are 3 or 4 types of collars available in the market. You will decide your color according to the face shape. Face shape but here of course no, we just go and buy. That's totally fine. But at least you have to understand what color suits you. Collar always you have to have 2 fingers. At least you have to have the ability to put 2 fingers when the button is up. Okay, that is the fundamental. Shoulders, your seam should stop at these 2 ends. Shoulder ke antima konata, your seam of the shirt should stop. That means that shirt doesn't suit you. And also if you are wearing long shirts, especially your armholes, it should have enough and more air, right? You have to have air. Sleeves, your sleeves, you can't now. The fundamental that we learn is your sleeve should be like at least half an inch from your wrist. හරි ඒ කියන්නේ ගොඩාක් එළියට එන්න විදිහක් නෑ. You have to stop it at your wrist. Not too short, not too long also. Chest and torso also, you know, you can't have a lot of baggies now. Baggy is not a style now. You can't have sticking everything into your body also. You have to have enough space to breathe, right? Length of the shirt, we usually say අත් දෙක පල්ලෙහාට දැම්මම අතේ කොනේ ඉවර වෙන තැන wrist එක නවතින තැනින්වත් you have to stop your the length of your shirt. So you can't be too long and too short also, because most of the time we tuck in karna, we tuck in our shirts and we wear. Whenever you bend down and do things, the shirts cannot come up. That means the shirt is too short, right? So this diagram is available there on the internet. Please go read and see. Then you will understand what to do, what not to do, how to buy. There are 4 types of shirts. You have classic, tailored, slim and skinny. Skinny is good for the bulky people who are like inverted triangle cut. Skinny is good for them. You have slim, you have tailored, and you have classic. So you need to understand your body type, and then only you have to go and select your shirt. Also, please understand your age also. That also comes into play whenever you are buying a shirt. Next, okay, so when to tuck in your shirt, usually the fundamental, the norm is, as you see in this diagram, if you have a classic curve in your hem, so the hem has a classic curve, that means this shirt is created to tuck in and wear. If you have a straight line, straight cut hem, that means this you can put out and then wear. I'm just giving you an idea to think about, but yes, people wear classic hem, they wear outside, up to you to decide, but this is the norm. Okay, so length we learnt about, hem we learnt about. Now the next one is very important. Many gentlemen, I don't see, since we teach, especially since I teach these things, I unfortunately, I know it's bad, but I tend to judge people when I see their clothing, right? Because I know these things. So this gig line, I'm sure you have heard about this, gives you a marama professional look if you have the gig line. This came from military. Okay, so the gig line is this. I have mentioned this. The diagram shows everything. Your placard, this is the placard. Your placard, your belt buckle and seam of the trouser should be aligned. Okay, so especially your belt buckle should be aligned. So when you have this straight line, it look very handsome. You look very professional. Anyone who sees this, they know, oh my god, this person knows what he is dressing. This person knows about the fundamentals or the etiquette of dressing. So this gig line is very important when you are wearing suits, especially these type of a shirt and a belt and a trouser. Okay, please understand that. Now we'll look at suits. Suits, we all have to have suits. So at least, if possible, please have a navy blue or black. At least have 2 minimum suits. My advice for you is, if you want a suit, don't try go and ask your friend's suit and wear, because that is stitched for your friend's body type. Please invest. I know the materials and everything is very costly, but if you invest on this, it is an investment that you make for your entire life. My advice, at least you have to have 2 colors, navy blue, black or muted pinstripe, you know, the straight pin types. Navy blue, black, the colors that suits you. You know the color psychology, so according to that, you can definitely select a color. But having at least 2 is very important. It should be tailored and freshly dry cleaned once you wear. At even එකපාරක් ඇඳලා please go dry clean karanna. Okay, because you are not going to wear this every day. You might be wearing these for functions, conferences and all. So please, even at least one time, if you wear this suit, you have to go dry clean it. And the third point is very important. Buttoning. So sometimes you have 1 button in your coat. If you have 1 button, you are very lucky, you don't have to worry. You can button it, right? You can wear the button. So usually what we say, if you are wearing a suit, if you are standing up and walking, button එක දාන්න ඕන. You have to wear the button. You have to button it, right? When you're seated, when you're sitting, you have to remove. You can remove. Okay, but especially when you are walking, when you are standing up, please make sure put the button. If you have one button, no option, you have to button it. If you have two buttons, always wear the first button on top, not the button but button neck, right? Even though there's a hole and a button, let it be, right? Don't worry about the button will be there. Please don't worry, please don't wear that. Don't try to wear both buttons. So I was making these mistakes and my mentor corrected me this, right? I never knew until that. Wear only the top button. If you have three buttons, right, tricky, three buttons, you wear only the middle button. Not anyways, no for the lower button. No, you can't wear. But it is up to you to decide whether you are wearing the top, the first button. So the first button up to you, optional, like the diagram says. Middle button mandatory. The third one you never wear. Okay, that is the fundamental. All right. So this is regarding suits. Ties, very important. You have to go for a good quality tie, good color. Also colors you can match. Usually what you need to do, what we teach is, how do you select a tie? When you select the tie, the color, tie color should match either part of your body, whatever you are wearing. Either part, might be the shirt, might be the trouser, might be the belt, might be the shoe, but it should have some kind of reflection of the the shirt or trouser or whatever the suit that you are wearing. That is how you select a color of your tie. And also, yes, complements your suit, matches any part of your suit. So where do you have to, where should you stop the tie? Sometimes, now those days we were taught, if you are, I don't know, if you are married, you have to have a lengthier, a short tie. If you are single, you have to have a lengthier one. No, even then, what we teach is the tip of your tie should end near the center of the buckle. No, you have the buckle, no, buckle like a center, your tie should tip should stop. So if you don't know how to do that, you have to practice the knot. If you don't practice the knot, you will never do that. So I do every that, right? I do practice, right? So the ties are very long. There are different types of knots also. You have you have Windsor, double Windsor, half Windsor, different types, right? Whatever said and done, even the knot, you have to make sure knot you determine according to your size of your neck. Okay, so if you have a very thin neck, my advice, try your level best to go for a thin knot. If you have a bulky neck, go for a bulky knot. Once when you wear, even the tie shapes I will teach you. If you have a very thin neck, if you go for a bulky, a very fat knot, then it will look very ugly on you, right? So your neck will shrink more. It will show that your neck is more shrinked. If you are wearing, if you have a very thick neck, and if you are trying to wear a very slim knot, then your neck will become more wider, right? So also the length is very important. You have to stop it at the belt buckle. And how do you select the width? Very easy, fundamental, same scenario like the knot. If you have a thin body, right? If you have a narrow body, go for a, if you have a slim body, size I think there are three. Size there are several types of ties. You have this party type. Party types, anyways, you never wear for office. You have to understand that the slim one, party ties, medium size, and you have the right? So if you are a slim person, 2.5 inch will be the maximum size. If you have a wide body, then 2.5 to 3 inch. So fundamental is, if you have a wide body, go for a wide tie. If you have a thin body, go for a thin tie. No party ties. Okay, almost 7:15. Shoes, yes, you have to polish your shoes. Have a lace dress shoes. It's beautiful. If you can have a black and brown, that's good for you. Dark socks that are high. Now see, gentlemen, you have beautiful legs, no? You have beautiful legs, right? So you don't have to show that legs to anyone. When you are wearing socks, please remember this. at least you have to cover half of your thigh from your sock. And also, how do you select? How do you match? Your sock color should match your trouser color, right? You can't wear black trouser for a white sock. No, you can't. It's very ugly. I have seen people doing that. Don't do that. You have to match the color of your sock according to your trouser color, right? And it should be quality, because otherwise we are wearing socks for 8 hours, and then once you remove your shoes, people can't faint. Okay, so you have to go for a very quality sock also. Please understand these things. Shoes, there are many types: derby, Oxford, brog, monk, and loafer. If you are lucky enough, you can have all 5 types. At least go for a Oxford or brog is also very, very professional. If you can go for a brog one, also an Oxford, right? Lace එකකට යන්න බලන්න. And also matching your shoes, there is a fundamental or else science behind that. As an example, if you are wearing black trousers, you can wear a black shoe. Please don't wear a light brown shoe for a black trouser, or a dark brown shoe for a black trouser. It doesn't look good if you are wearing a black trouser. Navy blue, yes, you can go for 3. Blue, you can go for all 3. Okay, these charts are available freely on the internet. Please go download and see if possible, right? Next is, yes, so belts, minimum at least, if possible, have black and brown, because you have to match your belt color to your shoe. If you are wearing a brown shoe, you have to wear a brown belt. If you are wearing a black shoe, you have to wear a black belt. Please understand these things also. Minimum 2 colors, black or brown. Belt buckle should be very decent when you are wearing one, not the funky ones. You can't wear it. It doesn't look good, especially our culture. Should go with the shoe color, should polish and kept in good condition. Even the belts, if possible, please polish karanna. Okay, so that is how you maintain your belts. Socks, mama දැන්ටමත් කිව්වා minimum 3 colors, black, navy blue, brown, good quality cotton, no holes. For no holes, you have to have only one hole. එක පැත්තකින් විතරයි කකුල දාන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ, not from both sides. Should match with the trouser color, right? So I'm rushing, very sorry, because I have only like 15 minutes. So we learned about the body types and your suits for gentlemen, your ties, your socks, your shoes, your belts, and everything that we covered, and the shirts also. Now we are going to look into types, the dresses for occasions. So there are few types that you have to understand. If you hear this lounge or business formal, the wedding cards වල තියෙනවානේ, නැත්නම් conference වලට කතා කරද්දී they say lounge, dress code lounge or business formal. This is what you have to wear. You have to wear the blazer. Even the ladies, you have to wear the blazer. Once you remove the blazer, you become business casual. Very easy. Once you remove the blazer, you become business casual. This is smart casual. You have to wear the belt and the shoe and tuck in. This is a non-smart casual for gentlemen and males, females also. And this is casual. If you want to wear casual, or you can go for shopping and you can go out with your friends with these types of clothing. Okay, right. So as planned, I completed somehow the dressing things. There are many other factors that you can go search, hunt for knowledge and understand. And definitely once you know this, the behind story, or else when you know the techniques, tips, apart from your competition or your friends, you can definitely show yourself much more better, and you can highlight yourself, your brand image better than the others. So I hope you learned something. Now we are going for another very important part, that's personal well-being, hygiene practices. So even though you are the best person who have been dressed very well in the entire room, if your hygiene is bad, you are bad. Your image will go for a 6. Okay, right? So let's see what we are going to learn. So how to find we'll start with the hair. How to find the correct hairstyle. That is also according to the face shape. Not you can't allow your barber or the the wife of the barber or the barber to allow to select a hairstyle. You can do that. That also goes according to your face shape, right? might be oval, square, rectangle, or as a hybrid. According to the face shape, you need to understand what hairstyle matches you. Right? So there are measurements, like 5 measurements, where you can understand your face shape. I don't have time to teach these things. Go search and see. There are available on internet. 5, right? 5 measurements. Ruling hari, nulaging hari, you can measure these and understand what is your face type, even for ladies and gentlemen. Some they have a full oval or square or something. Some they have hybrid. Uda oval, sorry, uda square, yata oval vennat puluwa. That you will figure out by these measurements, 5 measurements. Why do we need to understand the shape of our face? Haircut, beard, even for the beard, gentlemen, you do your beard according to your face shape. Okay, nothing else, right? Sunglasses, if you want to wear sunglasses, fine sunglasses, you have to understand your face shape. Caps, hats, some people, now mata caps because my shape, face shape, the top part doesn't suit the capping, right? Caps hariyanna. So likewise, some people caps are very very handsome once they wear those, right? So you have to understand the face shape in order to understand whether you can wear a hat or a cap, or even the accessories. Okay. Ladies, yes, you have round, oval, triangle, all these shapes. Even for your haircuts, your sunglasses, your accessories, these, the knowing your face shape will definitely help you. Mega harita dannavana, you know exactly what are the even the earrings, what are the things that will suit you and which will not suit you. Even your haircut. All right. So let's try to understand. Know your my advice. Please try to figure out your face shape. Hands and legs, you know, it's a common practice. You have to have well manicured hands and pedicured feet. And manicured hands and feet are very important. We usually say, if you want to figure out whether a person is clean or not, look at the feet. Right? Look at the feet. So well manicured hands and feet means your nails should be clean, well shaped also. Shape very well clean and similar length. So yes, if you are going for a lengthier one, it's up to you, but it should be similar in a professional setup, right? Cuticles should be moisturized. You have to moisturize your cuticles. You know what our cuticles are, and it should be very smooth, especially for ladies. This applies for even for gentlemen also, right? Hair and skin. Ladies, if you are washing hair, please wash it outside, not inside. Remember, after a full day, you will be out. All the dirt and everything will be on your hair. Everything will go down and blemish, and your pimples and everything will happen. Especially if you are wearing saris, right? So if you have marks and all on your shoulders and back, it will be very ugly. So better first you outwards, you wash your hair outwards and then go inwards, right? So that is very important. You have to be dandruff free. It should be clean. You can wear oil, you can wear many things to get rid of this dandruff. But my main advice, washing your hair, please make sure that you wash outside and then inside, right? Clean your body, yes, every day, gentlemen, ladies, even men, right? Even the boys, gentlemen, you better if you can wash your, shower when you are showering, wash your hair outwards and get into the shower. So that is good for you also. Clean your body, because dust, dead cells. So you have to exfoliate away. There are loofers available. I don't think these are very costly. It's not that costly compared to other stuff. You have to exfoliate every day. Every day when you are having a bath or body wash, use a loofah or a body brush and use a lot of cream or soap to exfoliate. These are fundamentals. And also please remember, especially ladies, you have to remove your extra hair. Right? Not for hair. Hair vavanno dinanno nevei. I mean, especially the places, underarms, legs and other private places, you have to remove your hair even from your younger days, right? You need to understand these fundamentals. Even your legs, you have to, even though you are not wearing skirts, but you definitely make sure that you remove your extra hair. I know it's hard, hurts you, but can't help. We are living in such a world. You need to remove your extra hair, especially underarms. Your underarms should be clean, should be not discolored. Discolor velana, there are aloe vera, there are creams available to regain the color. Especially you have to understand these fundamentals if you are going for sleeveless, especially females or ladies, students here. Please make sure you go remove your extra hairs in your legs and your underarms and other places. Okay, these are very important. Right. Next is sensation. You know, see, whatever, however you are dressed, sometimes when you're working in an AC environment, if you doesn't have a good smell, it will tarnish your image. Okay, because we are living in a country where we sweat a lot and we are immune to our own body odor etc. We are immune, we don't understand the smell that we are putting out, but others they do, especially if you are in a closed environment. If you have a bad odor, my goodness, it's very bad, right? Especially for females and even gentlemen, you have to understand these things. Please wear a deodorant even from your childhood, younger days. It doesn't harm you. Wear a deodorant wherever you go. Normal, what we have learned, after each shower you have to wear a deodorant. I'm not asking you to do that, right? But please, at least whenever you are going out, you have to wear a deodorant. Otherwise your body odor is not that good. It tarnish your image. How good you are, good looking, pretty, handsome you are, well dressed you are, your odor makes a massive impact. Proper scent can improve your mood and increase your attraction also. So now next is wearing perfumes. There are different types of perfumes, night perfumes, day perfumes. Don't have time to teach these things, but at least I will show you where you have to wear. Whenever you are wearing perfumes, sometimes you would have seen people like you have two bowler like rounds here because they have worn wear their perfumes onto their shirts. Don't do that, because perfume contains a lot of alcohol and other things. Your clothes will you, it can harm your clothes. Clothes are very expensive also. Please, you never wear perfume on your clothes. You wear perfumes wherever the places it generates lot of heat. Wherever the places that generates lot of heat, you have to wear your perfume. Then only whenever you sweat, if you are wearing a good perfume, if you can invest on a perfume, it will smell good, right? Also, every perfume will not suit your skin. That is a trial and error. You have to understand. So your friend might be wearing a perfume which smells good, but ඒක ඔයාට හරියයි කියන්න බෑ, because different people have different types of temperature and also your skin differs. Okay, so you can select 2 or 3 places, neck, your palms, nadi, right? And also shoulders, under your arms, under your legs, legs in the sense dani he pitipassa, your these places you can wear perfumes if you like. You don't have to wear perfumes in all these places. At least if you can select 2, that will help you. Whenever you start sweating, it will smell good. Okay, especially your neck, your this area. Please be aware when you are wearing perfume on neck also, because perfumes that has alcohol, it might burn your skin. Okay, please be aware of these things also. Right. And types of perfumes, I have just given you a chart. There are 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 types of perfumes. Perfume, eau de perfume, eau de toilette, eau de cologne, eau de fraîche, right? So according to the fragrance concentration, the alcohol and water, the fragrance levels and the cost goes up and down. Perfumes, if you get a bottle and if it mentions perfume, it's very expensive. Okay, but it remains a lot of time in your body, on your body. Also, we always advise, if you are wearing a strong perfume, night time you have to wear the strong perfume, because daytime you will sweat a lot, right? Okay, I will end very soon. Give me like 5 minutes time. So perfume, you have eau de perfume, you have eau de toilette, eau de cologne, and eau de cologne, and eau de fraîche. Fraiches are very less expensive, but perfumes are very expensive. According to your budget, according to the place that you are working, occasion, you can select a perfume and then you can wear accordingly. There are different types of perfume. One නිකන් මේ තුනක් දාලා තියෙන්නේ. So Beauty Chanel is a very expensive perfume and මාරම සුවඳයි. Right, if you are lucky enough to wear this, right, one fine day, it's a perfume. Chanel N5, Audi perfume, Chanel. This is also a these three are good perfumes in the Chanel brand, and I have just given you some pictures for you to understand the difference. Okay, so that's all about sensation. And lastly, what I need to tell you, hygiene is the fundamental of a proper image. How good looking you are, how very well dressed you are, if you don't have proper hygiene factors, right, then it will tarnish your image. Even brushing your teeth, we always encourage people to brush at least 3 times. So the fundamental is after each meal you have to brush your teeth, or else you have to have a mouthwash and clean your teeth, because your smell කතා කරද්දී අර smell එක එනකොට හරි upset. It's not good for your image. Alright, so පෝච්චි වගේ I have to complete because I had only 45 minutes. I hope and I pray that you have learned something out of these things. We learned about dressing, wardrobe practices, and we learned about our hygiene factors also, right? So if you have any questions, I am here. You can ask questions. I think we do have around 5 minutes time. So you can, if you have any questions, you can ask. I will clarify your doubts as possible, as much as possible, right?
Yes, sir. We do have a quick question and answer session later on.
Okay, all right. So yes, I'm done. We can move on to the question and answer session.
Yes. So even though the basic definition of grooming is the way we present ourselves, we're sure that we all got a lot more to actually how to take a step from where we are today, starting from our closet to maintaining our hygiene. Thank you, Mr. Sampath Soisa, for those insightful words. As much as I gained from that, I'm sure everyone else did too. Sorry to interrupt the flow of the session, but please note that there'll be a poll sent in the chat box just to make count whether or not you're an IEEE member. Therefore, please take a few minutes to submit that.
Anyway, while it's going on, I think you can go ahead with the questions.
Yeah, sure. Knowledge is having the right questions followed by smart answers. Now the time has come for the Q&A session. Let's quickly go through the questions we've got. So our first question will be, I'm short and small in size. People always take my personality as a kid and think I'm not capable enough, but I'm not that way at all. How can I manage this?
I love this question. People who knows me know how tall I am, right? I'll give you a very simple example. I don't worry, people judge me, right? So this is a truth. When I started my career at a certain place, one of the places where there are minimum 5.5 කට්ටිය තමයි එතන වැඩ කරන්නේ, right? So I started there, my life started there, so I learned everything from that particular place. Everyone was, because I was the shortest person. I was like 5.1 if I'm not wrong. So I was the tallest person in grade 8. After that, others, they went up. I stayed in the same level, allowing others to grow. Okay, because this is the God-given size. Children, the student who asked this question, your size matters, right? It is given by God for you. You can do wonders with this size. So when I started, people judged me. They say, you know, the particular name, they call you, right? But I took it in a very, very beautiful manner. I always thought Sure, they call me this name because they are jealous. Because I can do a lot of things. People, especially if you are a girl, if you are short, you are cute. Even guy, if you are short, you are cute, right? You can do a lot of things. That is why these people, they judge me. See, there are 5 seats in our life. I don't have time to. I'll just tell you, right? There are 5 seats in our life. First seat is the judgmental seat. Second one is the insecure seat. Third one is the neutral seat. Fourth one is thinking how good you are, right? I mean, giving positivity for you. Fourth is the empathetic seat. Always, this child who's asking this, if someone shoots you with this particular name and all, put yourself in the empathetic seat and please try empathy. Please say, like Jesus did, right? Empathize on these people. They are doing this because they are very jealous. You will go miles and miles. I started my career as the lowest place, and I went when I left the particular place, I was in grade 7. But a Banapu Minisu Tam grade 3 for ETA, right? Size doesn't matter. What matters is your personality, your attitude, your behavior, your quality. Attitude, quality, behavior matters. Your image matters, not your size. If I am here by the grace of God and the support that I receive from my mentors, you can go miles. That is, mark my words, you can do this. Please keep all these people on the empathetic seat and start empathizing. Where accordingly, there are many things that you can learn. Short people, many things that you can do. You can ඇත්තටම short අයට ගොඩක් දේවල් කරන්න පුළුවන් ඇඳුම් වලින්. These things are podi tips that you can learn. Right? If you want, take my number, call me, I'll give you some tips. All the very best, don't worry.
All right. So thank you very much. We have our next question. I'm always a very bubbly and a happy person in the outside. It looks like I don't have a standard and is an easy catch. How can I be empathetic and still be a boss lady?
Okay, you want to be empathetic and be a boss lady. My advice, everyone can't be bubbly. Right? If you are a bubbly character, you are blessed. Because see, if you learn emotional intelligence, all the leaders on top of this world, all 250 countries, ලොකු තැන්වල ඉන්න කට්ටිය IQ ලොකු අය නෙවෙයි. Their emotional intelligence උඩ. Right? That means their empathetic levels are very high. They are bubbly. Bubbly people can definitely bring a lot of energy out of others. Normal light ඕක කරන්න බෑ දරුවෝ. Only the bubbly characters they can do, and bubbly characters don't try to be bossy also. It doesn't go with you. You are there, you have been born and put into this world to be bubbly. There's a purpose in your life being bubbly. Everyone can't be bubbly. People will be jealous that you are bubbly. If you are bubbly, you can go miles in your career also. Remember, empathy will play a massive role, since originally you bring empathy as a bubbly character. You always smile and laugh and Anita Gineva, don't worry. There are 2 circles in our life. Mother circle, the first circle is circle of control, right? Which you can control your emotions, your passion, the way you sleep, eat. The circle of uncontrolled. Put everyone else in the circle of uncontrolled. Don't focus on these uncontrollable factors. Then, as an example, Sayunita තරහ යන හොඳටම. Do I have a switch to control the anger of Sayuni? I don't have. Why do you bother about these people? That is circle of uncontrolled. Always be in the circle of control. Be in the 5th seat, that is empathetic seat, and be bubbly. You'll go a long way. Don't be bossy. Okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you. And we have our next question. Do this clothing actually matter? Because some of the successful and humble people I know are very simple people who has more things to think about.
Absolutely matters. Yes, they are humble. I'm not asking you to wear the most expensive sari, the most expensive shoes, most expensive watch and all. But whatever you are wearing, even a shirt and a trouser, it should be in a proper state. Okay, that doesn't mean all the people that you know humble, they are in the top level of the career ladder on their life. They have been not in the basic level, no. They have climbed everything and understood. Hierarchy, Maslow's hierarchy, self-actualization, that level, right? Yes, definitely they will not show off. We are not asking you to show off. Whatever you are dressing, even your uniform, hariyata clean vidiyata hariyata andinna. That will, when you start your career, that will go a long way, because unfortunately you are in a world that people judge you. But it's up to you to take it or leave it. Okay, Zaini?
Okay, thank you, sir. We have our final question. Are there any tips for selecting handbags and wristwatches?
Yes, wristwatches definitely. If I'm sure might be a gentleman when at the wrist. Okay, lady. Uh, See, even the wristwatch colors, not like gentlemen. Your colors, you might go for gold, rose gold, or silver. No, colors goes with your skin tone, undertone. So you have to understand your skin undertone and understand the color which goes for your wristwatch. And also remember, අපි අඳින්න ඕනේ wristwatch are not clock watch. It should match your size of your wrist also. Okay, and handbags, yes, as I mentioned, ladies, you can do a lot with your clothing. There are no restrictions, but always go for a very very quality handbag. If you understand the handbag has any මොන හරි වෙලා කැපිලා මේ වෙලා තියෙනවනේ, you have to definitely change the handbag. Always, whatever the handbag that you have to clean it every day. You have to, if possible, you can polish it also and keep a very neat handbag. Selecting the handbag also, there's a psychology behind that. I don't have time to teach that, but basically the colors and everything, if you're matching for ladies, I would always encourage go for a black and a brown. If you have a black and a brown, you can match it to any suit that you have, and the size matters according to the height also. Okay, and also according to things that you carry on the handbag. And once again, if you're taking a handbag to a function, that should be a different handbag. You know these things. If you are taking a handbag to your office, it should be a different size and a different type. Okay, right.
Thank you very much, sir, for all of those amazing answers. And thank you, everyone. Please note that we'll be circulating a feedback form in the chat box. So feel free to give your comments and feedback regarding today's program. So we know where to develop and where to correct to deliver you more sessions and events in a better form. Now, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Sampath Soisa for accepting our honorable invitation today. Dear sir, please accept this digital token of appreciation on behalf of Stud Pro 5.0 of the IEEE Young Professionals.
Thank you very much. It was an amazing time, and I'm very happy that you invited us and you are doing these things for the next generation, which usually doesn't do. May wage sessions, even I think yesterday's session is very expensive sessions. Corporates, they hire us to get these sessions done. So you, gentlemen, ladies, you have done a beautiful job. I hope the 63 who are here, they have learned something. We had 90. At least if they take 20% of the session, that is what I need. I wish you all the very best, Saini and the team and everyone who are here. God bless you. Be safe and always remember your image matters. Thank you once again for inviting me.
Yes. Now I invite all our participants to switch on your camera to take a quick photograph as a memory. Can we get a countdown?
Devinder, could you stop sharing the screen so we can get a screenshot? Yeah, thank you. All right, so let me start the countdown. So 3, 2, 1, cheese. All right, thank you all.
Yes, thank you everyone once again. It wouldn't be right if the personalities who has helped us to make this event a success are left behind. Now, I would like to invite the Vice Chair of Stud Pro 5.0, Mr. Sahan Nedrivira, to deliver the vote of thanks.
I suppose you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I consider it an honor to deliver the vote of thanks on this special occasion. So, first of all, I'd like to thank our speaker today, Mr. Sampath Soisa, for his wonderful session. It was very informative, and I suppose everyone got the best out of it. I'd like to express my heartfelt gratitude to IEEE Young Professionals Sri Lanka for being the supporting pillar behind all our hard work. And finally, I'd like to thank you all for participating and making this event a success. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sahan. We have come to the end of this unique session that explored the importance of professional grooming. With the hope to see you guys with another informative session, I'm Saini Senavira signing off as your MC. Thank you very much. Stay safe and have a blessed evening.